this holder. Let's see if we can get the film where I like it. Let's see. It's all new. We got to figure this holder out and everything. Let's see. What's up? We're about to get into some jig tying. We're gonna tie some 32nd ounce jigs. Let's see if that's any better. See, I feel like that's a lot better. Whoa. Let's get one set up real quick. We're gonna tie quite a few of each. Move this box of hooks. There we go. We got hooks for days. Hooks coming out of our ears. We use this little box to put them in. Okay. Sebastian, what's up? Hi, everybody. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We're about to get into tying some white jigs, feather jigs. It's been a while since I went live. I've been really busy at work. But we're here today. I got like a week off for Christmas, so I was so close to getting making it to the monetization level on YouTube this year, but I got busy at work, so I didn't quite make it. I thought this was gonna be the year, but it's all right. We always got next year, and we had a lot of fun anyway. So had a lot of fun tying jigs this year. I learned a lot this year. First year tying jigs. Caught a lot of fish on jigs that I tied, so that was pretty cool too. I like this combination right here, this color combo. It's one of my favorites because it so perfectly well mimics like a northeast mosquito fish or something to that effect. Let's see if I can do something here different. I ain't got very much room on this table. All right, we got everything we need in front of us now. Anyway, so we're gonna cut off some of this feather. I want to try something that I've been seeing I think is a better winter presentation. Like, I'll show you a comparison here in a minute. Usually I run my thread all the way down equal to the length of the hook. But I've been seeing something I've been wanting to try. Mostly I've been seeing it on Facebook. People doing this. I've been seeing jigs tied this way. Very little chenille. And I wonder if that shorter profile will come in handy someday. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'll show you, we'll do one first and then I'll show you a comparison of it, the way I normally tie my jigs. And you guys tell me what you think. Ultimately, I'm gonna fish with them both so that way I can, on a double hook rig or something, so that way I can figure out what works for me or what is actually the better way to do it. I like the look of the full body, full length of the shank of the hook with the chenille for my jigs, but I think that's just my preference on the looks. I don't know about the actual performance. Okay. There we go. Gotta forgive me, I'm munching on some of this pasta salad. How was everybody's Christmas? Skibbity Maz. All right, now that we got breakfast out of the way, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's white, but it's got like iridescent colors, like in different lights. It's like pink, and anyway, I really like this stuff. It's one of my favorite chenilles. Right here, it looks blue and pink. But you know, like if you look at the bottom of a mosquito fish, they kind of have that iridescency colors about their stomach. And if you don't know about Northeast mosquito fish, they are a member of the guppy family. And they're found in pretty much everything. Where other fish can't live at, they can live at. Like mud puddles and stuff like that. And so they pretty much have made it, you know, like if they get into a little puddle, then it floods and that puddle's part of a creek or something, then they get washed down to everything. So they're pretty much in Oklahoma, they're in about every pond, every creek, every lake, every waterway here in Oklahoma. Fun fact about them is that they actually give live birth, and it's the only fish in Oklahoma, I believe, that gives live birth that I'm aware of or that I know of. Yeah, so I'm gonna make this short-bodied presentation, and then I'll show you what I was talking about. Thinking about going even shorter on the feathers, but there's the chenille right there, that short section, which I think will give the tail a lot more action, being that short on the tail. But this is how I normally run it. I normally run that chenille all the way equal with the point of the hook, which gives it a longer profile. See, these are the same size hook. And see how much shorter I did, about half the length of the chenille. But we need to work on a little bit more. There was another profile I seen. I want to tie a few of these because I want to try this. Now, obviously, I already have tackle boxes full of this way because that's that's my standard tie. And this is just a great color because, I mean, that sparkly iridescency, I feel like it attracts a lot of fish. But it's a good jig all around because there's a lot of little white bait fish. Just a lot of them, you know. I've been doing good. I've just been working a lot. But I have the week off, so. Now we're gonna tie, we'll tie another one like that one. I've been doing a little bit of fishing. I'm gonna go Mike Outdoors. I'm gonna go fishing this weekend, hopefully get a video. Maybe the dam will be running, and that would be cool. That would be cool. I could get some use out of my jigs. Yes, that'd be pretty cool. Let's see. There was another profile I wanted to tie. I'm gonna go ahead and tie it so I don't forget about it while I'm thinking about it. Get these feathers going my way. And the other way I saw the jigs that people have been tying, they've been tying to where the end of the feathers are actually in line with the hook, giving the bait a much smaller presentation. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit at a time because I've never done one like this. Honestly, we're getting to about as short as I'm comfortable with making it. Yeah, we're going to try that. We're going to wrap it up and see what it looks like. But then they had the short wrap of chenille as well, so we're going to follow suit because I want to tie several of these jigs and then try them out myself to see what the benefits are to tying them that way. Other people are doing it, and I see that people are buying them, so they have to work. I just want to see if it makes it that big of a deal or not, or sometimes a smaller profile bait will get you more fish because high barometric pressure, cold snap, high heat, just different things, high water temperatures. Sometimes you gotta change it up to get a bite. Let's see what that looks like. Still a tad bit long. I guess that's how we could do that. Okay. Then I'll show you the difference with all three of these jigs, and maybe I should have tied one dark so that way everybody can see what I got going on here. Dark or yellow, something that stands out better against this shirt that I'm wearing. All right. Okay, let's spin it around. I've been seeing this a lot on Facebook. People tying these jigs with the tail real short like that. And see how the chenille is? Now let me see if I can hold 2 jigs in frame the way I regularly would tie one. We'll do something like this. I'll hold one in one hand and one in the other. I know they don't stand out that great against my shirt, but you see the size difference in this tail and this tail? And then the length of chenille I used on this jig versus this jig. So this has a much smaller presentation. This has a larger presentation. So I'd like to use these side by side, see what the difference is. So we're gonna tie up a few more. It's winter time, so we'll tie up a couple different things. We don't get no ice here in Oklahoma, so won't be no ice fishing. All right. We'll tie up a couple other colors too. I just want to get these colors, this white one's locked in. These feathers I got this time, it's kind of like a crapshoot when you're buying feathers to tie feather jigs on what quality of feathers you're actually going to get. I was tying a lot of bucktails for a while, and bucktail jigs, but I feel like that the feathers had a softer presentation in the water, a little bit more movement. And so I've been liking the feathers a lot better than I've been liking the bucktails, especially when you go creek fishing for or micro fishing in creeks and ditches and stuff. When a fish hits them, they collapse, and the bucktail's quite a bit stiffer. So bucktail works great for catching big crappie or bass, but if you're micro fishing a creek, you can catch a bigger bass or crappie on a smaller jig with feathers, but you can't catch a small fish on a hair jig. It doesn't collapse. You don't have the same hookup ratio. There, that'll do that. Other news, we're about to put a new, I'm about to put a motor in my OBS 1990 truck. That should be interesting. I'm gonna put a 5.3 LS with trick flow heads and a hot cam. We're going to, I'll be shooting some video in Costa Rica in a couple weeks. That should be fun. I would like to even take some of these jigs to Costa Rica with me and see how, if they work at all for catching fish in the ocean. Which they'll have to be a smaller species of fish or a really long fight every time I catch one. They're, you know, they're for crappie and freshwater species. They're not exactly tough enough to make the saltwater tackle qualifications. A good looking jig. A good looking jig. Let's get into something else. Let's look at something else. Let's see what we have. I want to get a little shad pattern going. So we'll probably go I don't know, let me look through the jig heads I have. This is the only gray chenille I have. What's up, Butler Outdoors? Just been working a lot. Trying to find something, see what I have. I would like to tie a shad pattern. I don't know if I have, I don't know what I have for gray feathers. I have this chenille. I've been tying this pattern, this white pattern. You've probably seen it 100 times on my channel. But this one. One of my favorite color of jigs. But we've got enough shiny jigs. We're gonna tie something flat and silver. Let's see. Here's some, this marabou's all right, but I don't know if I really call it gray. It looks like it's got a blue tint to me. But we are going to tie some up anyways. That's a really nice marabou. It's pretty good. I just don't have very much of it. We'll see how far that takes us. And we still got to choose a color of jig head. I would like to stick with the 32nd ounce, 132. I don't know if I've got the jig heads I want for this pattern. We might do something like this. We'll just tie out of this box. We've got we'll tie some with the black head, some with an orange head, some with the pink head. We'll see how it goes. Quit. Okay, let's put this up. I literally have this basket like completely full of feathers and you name it. I got a table full of hooks. Put this back in here. We got the white chenille put up. Is there anything else we're gonna need? I guess we could use some smaller jig heads. And what we could do to get them down to depth faster is we could use some of this lead core wire, because that smaller presentation gets you the fish sometimes. Sometimes that's what it takes. So we could tie on this lead core to make our jigs go down faster, and then tie the jig around the lead core. What I really need to do is I need to see if I've got any super glue in here. So bear with me for a minute. If we're gonna make that lead core work, gonna need some super glue. Here's a good bobber. If you guys haven't ever seen this style, get you a pull float, get these weighted corks from Atwood's or whatever fishing store you like to go to, and then get some 2-part epoxy and epoxy these in there, and these make really awesome bobbers for catfishing or striper or hybrid fishing with live bait. Got these. We're gonna make some baits out of these. Probably not today. I got stuff falling on my feet. Here's some more chenille I forgot I had. Pack of hooks I forgot I had. Still no super glue. Here's another pack of feathers. And another pack of feathers. We'll tie a couple of those lead core jigs really small for my personal self. I won't give them away or nothing, just because I want to get into seeing if I can make that jig in a feasible way that makes sense and get my small jigs to the bottom faster. I can't believe I don't have no freaking glue. What in the heck? All right, let's get on with tying these jigs. We'll start with this black one. These hooks are my favorite style of hooks. They're sickle hooks. I love that style. These are the little bit bigger ones, but we're still gonna add, we're gonna add a layer of lead to make it sink faster. And potentially cast further. A little bit tricky, you know. I need something to make this wire lay down.